Hey guys, this is TomTinkerer here with Call of Duty 2 Part 5 tutorial, walkthrough, and commentary. So for any of you guys who actually remember when this game came out, this level was actually the demo level. So I personally think they did a really good job on it. This is the one level from the game that I know very well. And yeah, I will see where it goes. So now what we're doing is we're trying to take this port. We're in North Africa right now, and the Germans, this is one of the last major holdouts of the Germans, who have been using this port to basically launch like heavy anti-aircraft operations. So whenever our allied planes come near this place, they usually get shot down. So what our bombers have been doing is they've been at work all day trying to bomb out what positions they can and what major troop concentrations they can take care of. But as you can probably see, there's still a good amount of resistance. Oh, you see some right now. You'll see that there's still a good amount left. So what we're going to do actually is fight our way through this town. That, I believe, is a nice flag toss. Yeah, I got five guys with one nade. I believe that's a first. Alright, so instead of just charging that heavy machine gun up there, I flinked around it, and right now what we're doing is hitting them from behind. Oh yeah. So we flanked. There's, I think, one guy left somewhere. Yep, one guy left. We're on my left. He's been killed though. So we secured the area. We are moving on into the building now. Oh, guy's setting up a turret. Gotta take care of that quickly, otherwise you'll have issues at this particular point. One thing I don't like about Call of Duty 2, your bullets don't go through the walls. So that is something that they improved in the later Call of Duty games. So the only reason it's not in this one is because this game is a little older. Grenade tends to be a nice way to start this particular area off, because what it is on the coastline right here, there's a whole line of anti-aircraft guns, and there's crews manning each one. And so what we actually are doing is we are going down the beach and eliminating these crews and any other resistance that's with them. The idea being that we clear out the beach, and then the major anti-aircraft guns are out. Therefore, our planes can bomb and do their stuff with less stress. That was a new fail on my part, dying right there, by the way. Oh, I love tossing those grenades. I love the grenades in this game. Another thing that they did good, if you were watching my other walkthroughs of this game, in later games, they add the option for you to actually pick up a grenade that has been thrown at you to look back. You don't have that in this game. That's something that they came up and added to the later games. Just with this game not being the newest, it's not in this particular one. Alright. There's me making use of the explosive barrels. And I'm trying to find a way through that I should have remembered from the demo. There's not a way through. So, I kind of wish we could turn around these turrets, but sadly we can't. There we go. Getting pinned down. The Germans have a heavy presence on that rooftop over there. After we clear out the beach, that's the building we're actually going to be hitting. Crap, I gave away my position. So, I'm just going to run through the smoke now. So, with the smoke, look, smaller chance of actually getting shot at. My allies have already cleared out this area mostly. So what I'm going to do is, instead of assaulting head-on that building right there, I am going to go this way, flank the building, and right now you're seeing two people, two enemies who are trying to circle. No, there's 3 or 4 more, 4 actually. So by taking care of those, that actually is the majority of the resistance this lower level has. I believe there's another 2 people. There's another 2 guys, then 1 more comes down the stairs to hold this building. So, yep. Actually, no, there's only 1 more, and 2 came from down below. So, those 6 guys that I took out earlier were like the entire resistance at this particular part of the game. So, you want to take those guys out very quickly and simply by flanking the building, because if you don't flank the building, what they're actually going to do is they're going to sit there, and when you try to walk into the building, they're all going to come around and hit you. So, good. I think we're clear. Yep, we're clear. So what I'm doing now is I'm calling in targets and coordinates so that the bombing planes come by and bomb the ships that are in port. So first of all, these are all Nazi supply boats. So if we bomb them, the Nazis aren't going to have nearly as many supplies to fight with. And by bombing them, we're actually helping to stop the Nazis from ever using this port again. Because what we've essentially done is we've sunk the boats, and then they're stuck in port. As a result, there's always going to be those boats there, and so it's going to be fairly difficult for the Nazis to ever clear that area out enough so they can use boats there themselves. Noob fail. Noob fail. I even remember this part, so I don't know why I ran in there first. Ah, that's right. Wait until they stop shooting as much. Hey, 3 with 1 nade. It's a nice toss. Alright. You want to hurry and you want to make sure you take out these 2 guys. Because if you don't take out these 2 guys, they get in here and this is some fairly good ground to defend themselves with. And you don't want that. Just trust me. I've died many times playing when I was younger, when I was playing the demo. Just because it proved too difficult for me. So by getting up here, as you obviously saw, we were able to flank the heavy machine gun placements that were hitting our men down before. And now this turns into like a little rifle battle, because there's like half a dozen riflemen randomly scattered around this area that we have to deal with. I think I've taken care of 3 of them. 4. There's 2 more over here. There's 1, there's the second. Just in case he's still alive. Which he was. And then, this particular gun, you have to reload it in like groups of 5 shots. So what I was doing right there was I had 7 shots left, and I fired 2 more so that I could reload to where I had it in. This is annoying. Those means just getting old, stuck in the awkward terrain. You're still alive. Get him! Fail melee. Finally. Ooh, pistol. I really like the pistols in this game. Fail, I should have reloaded. Now I realize I should have reloaded to pull out the machine gun. Thank you for reloading. Alright. So we got the documents that we were after, and taking this time we're also after some intel. So, just got our intel. Going forward, this should be like the last bit of German resistance. There's like 4 or 5 guys over there, 3 running away, kill those 3. Even, I mean, you need to kill those 3, it's easiest just to hit them right there. But that was the last German in the entire town right there. So, level's done. Reworking on the dock.
Not bad, McGregor. Nice find. All right, listen up. We're finished here. Well done, boys.
I'll drink to that, sir.
No, he's not carrying a case of water. Alright. Libya, 1943.
Libya, 1943. The best
I
high-speed
didn't
charge.
write that whatsoever. No, not me. Are you kidding? Alright. Start the level. Alright, so what are we doing in this level? Oh, we're in a tank, aren't we? Yep. So there's 2 tank levels now that we play. I am going to admit in advance that I am a terrible tank driver. Especially in this game. I just couldn't figure out how the controls work for a while, so I was a little slow at learning this. It doesn't actually help me, because the strategy of Allied tanks in World War II, at least British tanks, was essentially travel in packs. When you find the enemy, race towards them once you're in range, start firing. Because the problem was the German tanks actually had a better range than the British tanks. So if they just sat around, the Germans would just destroy them from a long ways away and make sure they were always out of range of the British tanks. So our tactics here is all stick together, race towards the German tanks, and hopefully at least half of us will make it to the German tanks. Such a brilliant strategy, eh? No, I'm pretty sure they weren't expecting half of them to die, but the AIs have a control built into them that if I fall too far behind, specifically just me, because all the others do fine, they stop and wait for me. Which is not good when we are getting shelled to all hell by the Germans. Why am I not following the tank? See? At this point, I pull a nuke fail, get stuck by one of my own destroyed tanks. Now they're all waiting for me. Which is a major fail, because they lost like 4 tanks just waiting for me. There's only like, I think there was like 12 to 15 of us originally. And I'm just firing for the heck of it, but really I have no idea where the tanks are right now. I just passed one. Definitely should have taken that tank out. I'm pulling a new fail right now. Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing because of how bad... Oh, and I hit my ally. And he died... I think he dies because of me. Nope, I die because of that. Fail. Yeah, I'm a terrible tank driver. Save that one again. Alright. This time I'm like, oh, I know what you look like. Let's take him out. Everyone seems to be getting hit. I wonder why. Everyone's getting hit. It's depressing. I apologize for any language used in this game. That's Call of Duty. They use bad language occasionally. Because this is war. I mean, I personally think that's an alright place to use bad language, but... Anyways, that's another topic. Let's not address that right now. Yeah, so I am pulling a major nuke fail right now because I am just terrible at driving this tank.